We are right now in the midst of, if not the greatest, one of the best arcs in the entire One Piece story. But me as a fan of the series, I've always asked the question, what comes next? Even before Wano started, I was always wondering what's going to happen after Wano. Like, Kaido's been built up to be the strongest creature alive. To have him fall, what's next? Like, how can we be more hyped when there's characters weaker than Kaido that we still have to defeat? That's always been my question for me, but I'll be honest here, as Wano started to progress, I'm starting to see it more and more what's going to come after Wano. At first, I was thinking maybe it's Elbaf with the Giants, or it could be a Reverie. We could have another Reverie, in a sense of flashback into the Reverie, or going to what happened after the Reverie, or Blackbeard versus Shanks. Like, there were so many things that I thought could happen after Wano. But the biggest thing I said to myself, this next step is the most important step in the story, because what happens after Wano is going to be right before the final war. And I feel like that little middle part in between Wano and the final war is super important. The road poneglyph, there's a huge importance because this is going to set up the final journey to Raftel. That's why you see the title, A War Against the Celestial Dragons. I know everyone talks about how after the One Piece is found, there's going to be a huge war, but let's be honest here, there still needs to be a setup for that huge war, and another battle before that war is what I think is going to be the setup. A lot of characters that we know in the story is going to be involved. It's going to be intense, guys. And as you see from the thumbnail, Sabo is going to be a very, very strong, important role in this story. Let's get to it. Before we continue, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys like this video. Let's try to get this video to at least 500 likes. And of course, we'll turn on notifications because a lot of big videos will be coming in 2021. So I'm excited. Now, I did mention Elbaf, and I'll be honest here, Elbaf does seem to be a very, very cool arc if it does happen. We know it has ties to Big Mom. Big Mom, her flashbacks in Elbaf. Her daughter almost married the Prince Loki of Elbaf. There's a lot of plot lines for Elbaf. Like, you could literally save Big Mom and make her a villain in Elbaf if you wanted to. Of course, Usopp is going to have a huge role in Elbaf, you know, with Dory and Broggy and that whole situation there. If Usopp wanted to become a brave warrior. And of course, Green Bull could definitely be a main antagonist in Elbaf. There's so many things now with the world government starting to pick up this pace after all the craziness is happening in the new world. Green Bull could definitely make a move because of the Marines or the Gorosei tell him to. I'm telling you right now, Elbaf is definitely a very, very highlighted island. With the huge beanstalk, it could lead to the Sky Island where Mad Monk Rouge could be involved. And Nell could return from the moons and have a situation with the Rouge, and he could see Luffy, and it could be a lot of madness. I'm telling you guys right now, Elbaf has a lot of possibilities. I definitely feel like there's going to be an Elbaf arc, but I feel like it's going to be something right before Elbaf in a sense. And then there's Shanks versus Blackbeard. Like I mentioned, 2021, one of the editors, I believe, or Ichiro Oda himself said that Shanks is going to be on the move in 2021. We already know in the Reverie he was talking about a certain pirate, but you already know he has problems with Blackbeard. I'm telling you guys right now, Shanks versus Blackbeard might come faster than we actually think. And you guys gotta understand, I think Shanks versus Blackbeard is going to be perfect for the whole theme of the Emperor Saga. And I feel like Shanks versus Blackbeard is not going to be an arc itself. That's why I don't think it's an arc itself. I think it's going to be a post arc, and it could be post Wano, where we could have the fall of Kaido and maybe even Big Mom, and then go straight into Shanks and Blackbeard having a fight, kind of how Enies Lobby we had the whole situation of Luffy and Lucci and that crazy arc, and then out of nowhere we had Ace and Blackbeard right after. Like, we could have a Shanks versus Blackbeard right after this whole Luffy Kaido stuff, and it could be intense. I'm telling you guys right now, there's definitely a window open for this to happen. That's why I don't really see Shanks versus Blackbeard as an arc. I see it more as a post arc. Now, something that's been happening in the One Piece story that a lot of people are not mentioning is the Reverie is being spread out all over Wano. Like, the first 8 chapters of the Reverie, or 7 chapters, I'm not too sure how many chapters it was. I believe it was 10, but don't quote me on that. First 8 to 9 or 7 chapters around there. The Reverie was right before Wano. And then we have, after Act 1, a little info on the Reverie when it comes to the war between the Green Bull and Fujitora versus the revolutionaries led by Sabo. And then, of course, we have the whole situation, I believe, right before Act 3 of the whole situation of Sabo and that everything that went down there. I'm telling us right now, this is very, very unique that we're getting information on the Reverie, the warlords being abolished. A lot of information on the Reverie is happening in this Wano arc. I feel like the reason why Oda's doing this is because he wants to set up a huge arc after Wano. When I say huge, I don't mean the size of the arc, I mean the importance of the arc. I definitely feel like this arc after Wano is definitely not going to be as big as Wano. Wano is already over 100 chapters and there's still a lot left. Like, all the major battles haven't been done yet. I feel like this arc is going to be important though. And if you want to give this arc a title, as you see in the thumbnail, Sabo is definitely going to be a main component in this arc. We already know something happened to Sabo with all the information that's been happening around Wano. Like Sabo, some information happened, something happened to Sabo in a sense. In the next episode of the anime, you're going to see that actually Sabo, I'm telling you guys right now, Sabo, you guys, I know you guys think, oh, not again, a rescue of Sabo. Yeah, it's just kind of like Ace. Luffy went to rescue Ace. We're going to have a different situation here where Luffy's going to actually have to rescue his other brother, Sabo. I feel like they're going to try to execute Sabo. Everybody in the whole world knows that Sabo is Luffy's brother and Ace's brother. And I feel like it's going to be kind of like Marineford, but right for Luffy, where Luffy has the power and the means to do something this time. With a lot of characters like Bonnie, who was crying during Ace's execution, who was also crying with Kuma. And there's a connection with Kuma and Sabo, and that's why Sabo went to battle Green Bull and Fujitora. There's a lot of strong connections between these characters. I'm telling you guys right now, I feel like this arc's going to be where Luffy's going to come halfway through the arc and be heavily involved. When Luffy finds out that Sabo's in danger, he's not letting another brother die. And the big thing is we're going to be seeing a post-Wano Luffy. Like in the last chapter where you already saw Luffy go Red Rock and pretty much destroy Kaido's face. Like his teeth was all messed up. That was impressive by Luffy. And the fight hasn't really even started if you think about it. I feel like post-Wano Luffy is going to be super impressive. The power and abilities he have are going to be mind-boggling. And I feel like there might be a situation where post-Wano, I don't think he's going to be maybe Yonko level yet, but he could be super close and he could have a 1v1 fight with Green Bull, because this is Kaido Big Mom fight is going to be teamed up with Kid, Luffy, Law, Zoro, Killer. But in having right after this whole Wano situation, having him have a 1-on-1 fight with an Admiral and being very, very close and Luffy surpassing an Admiral and Green Bull being defeated, I definitely feel like it would be a perfect arc. And I feel like right before Green Bull, a perfect opponent is Rob Lucci. We know Rob Lucci and Luffy already have history because of Enies Lobby, and Rob Lucci is a CP0 member. I definitely see a situation where Luffy interacts with Rob Lucci. Now, I want to talk about post Enies Lobby. After Enies Lobby, we had a lot of arcs like Thriller Bark, Sabo, Odi, where the Straw Hat Pirates really never got main fights, if you think about it. Like, yes, a lot of the Straw Hat Pirates did get main fights, but a lot of them didn't get main fights. Enies Lobby is the last arc pre-time skip. When you actually think about it, most of the Straw Hat Pirates, if not every Straw Hat Pirate, getting a major fight. And Marineford, like, that was all Luffy. So I definitely want to say Wano, I feel like every Straw Hat Pirate will be getting a major fight in Wano, but I feel like this might be the last time we see the Straw Hat Pirates get major fights. After this, the next arc, Straw Hat Pirates, a lot of like will have a mix-up where half the Straw Hat Pirates will get major fights and half of them won't. I can see a situation like this. Like just Rosso, we saw half the Straw Hat Pirates got major fights and half of them were not even there. Like I think after Wano, we're not going to see all the Straw Hat Pirates get a major fight in an arc until Blackbeard comes in the picture, because the Blackbeard Pirates and the Straw Hat Pirates, that is going to be the most legendary battle. Marshall D. Teach versus Monkey D. Luffy has been being built up since Jaya. Speaking of Blackbeard, he's not in the clear just yet. Him, Luffy, Shirahoshi, they all been highlighted by this dark figure named Imu. Like this guy Imu also has Vivi as a main focus. I'm telling you guys right now, when it comes to the situation of the Gorosei and then talking about how they want to cleanse and pretty much destroy anybody for Imu, and like they're pretty much saying they'll do anything for Imu. After seeing the whole situation of Big Mom and Kaido, they know this world needs a cleansing. This war is going to be insane. I can see a situation where we get dialogue from Doflamingo, where Assassin tries to kill Doflamingo because of what he knows. The secrets he knows are devastating. There's a lot of big things that's going to be involved in this crazy war after Wano. It could be even more interesting than Wano. I think Wano was to be the greatest arc of One Piece until the final arc, but I feel like this arc after Wano could be more interesting because of the plot lines and how it builds up the final war. I'm telling you guys right now, the whole situation of Vivi being a former Celestial Drake, and if you think about about it because Vivi's royal family is from the original 20. Now, I think a big thing of this arc, like I said, will be Luffy trying to save Sabo. But I don't think Luffy's going to struggle to save Sabo like he struggled to save Ace. I think Luffy will actually save Sabo relatively easier than he did when he saved Ace. Because he did save Ace, and then after it all went down, I think Luffy is going to be the opposite. Luffy will save Sabo because Luffy will be way more powerful and way more, how to say this, reliable. And there's going to be a situation where Dragon, who's about to go save Sabo, is beat to it by his own son. And I feel like Luffy and Dragon are going to have a moment, kind of how Luffy and Whitebeard had a moment in Marineford, but it's going to be a little different where Luffy is actually more dignified in a sense. He's the future Pirate King and it has more of a, Luffy had a confidence in Marineford, but I feel like his confidence in this arc will be backed up because of what happened with Kaido. Dragon and Luffy's first meeting will be iconic. The future Pirate King. We might get a situation where Dragon looks at Luffy and gets a flashback to Luffy's mother. A lot of hype stuff, guys. A lot of high stuff indeed. I think Luffy looks like his mother because everyone knows Luffy does not look like Dragon. So a lot of things will be revealed in this arc. It's the most revealed arc, I think, in the One Piece story. This arc after Wano is going to be intense. And when it comes to this arc after Wano, I feel like the end of this arc will have 4 major characters in the mix. We'll actually think about 5 major characters in the mix. Monkey D. Luffy, Rono Zoro, his vice captain, Sabo, Dragon, and Garp. I think these 5 characters at the end of this arc will be the most highlighted characters when it comes to interaction with the Gorosei. This is going to be all in the Holy Land of Mary Joie. So I see the Gorosei, of course, the bald Gorosei with his sword. He's going to have interaction with Zoro. The next 4 Goroseis will have interactions with Luffy, Sabo, Dragon, and Garp. And I could see a situation where Garp has some sort of death, in a sense, that will shock the entire fan base. Seeing Garp and Dragon pretty much have a moment, it will be extremely hype. Luffy having sadness over Garp passing away. We know Garp had a hatred for Celestial Dragons. The main Celestial Dragon is Imu. A lot of hype stuff. I'm telling you guys right now, this final war is about to go down, and once Luffy finds what he needs, the national treasure and the final road poneglyph, it's gonna be the ultimate setup to the final war. Once that One Piece is found, there's gonna be an intense war, and this is where Luffy and Blackbeard are gonna be highlighted. Imu, you have a good idea. Highlighting Luffy and Blackbeard was a good idea, Imu, because the hype is real when it comes to these 2 Willa Ds. Now in this arc, I want to talk about one more character. I think this character might be involved. There's a chance. I'm not 100% confident, but I want to talk about Crocodile. Crocodile's a character who has been built up, and not really say built up, but has been one of the more significant villains in the story. The beginning of Crocodile's story, he pretty much is a person who tells Luffy, you're not going to be nothing. There's a lot of top dogs. Like, pretty much you have no chance of becoming the Pirate King. And Luffy says, I will surpass you, and defeats Crocodile in that mentality. Later on, we find out in a cover story, Crocodile actually wanted to become the Pirate King. That was his dreams, but it was crushed. And that's why he was trying to get the ancient weapon. You gotta understand, the ancient weapon was first, the idea was first mentioned by Crocodile. So having an ancient weapon like Shirahoshi also be a highlight in this arc. I feel like Crocodile has definitely an importance in this story and in this arc. In my opinion, he's gonna have his connection with Vivi. I think there could be a situation where Crocodile actually saves Vivi, showing a change in who the man he is today. Like, Crocodile's big change, and I feel like this could be a situation where Crocodile dies in this arc and has a moment with Luffy. Crocodile in Marineford, he helped Luffy big time. I'm telling you guys right now, this could be the final closure to Crocodile's character, and having a moment of Crocodile dying while Doflamingo's and pulled down, and he's also being assassinated, but their deaths being completely different, where Crocodile's death is so meaningful while Dofi is laughing while he's dying, just showing the craziest maniac that Doflamingo is. I think this arc could be not the greatest arc in One Piece, but the most interesting arc in the entire story, guys. When I say that, I don't mean, like, I'm not gassing it, guys. I actually believe it. This arc is gonna be crazy, and it's gonna be highlighted from just a simple topic: rescuing Sabo. But that's pretty much my thoughts on After Wano. I wanted to give you guys all my thoughts, opinions, and what I think is going to go down after Wano. I want to hear what you guys think of what I'm thinking, because I'm telling you guys right now, One Piece, the chapter 1000 definitely inspired me to make more videos. We're ending 2020, which has been a rocky year, of course, and I want to go into 2021 just talking about the greatness, which is One Piece. Of course, Luffy, just Straw Hat Luffy in that chapter, just how to say this, we've been looking at this guy for so long, and all the things he's done is amazing. One Piece greatness. But that's my thoughts. Of course, like and share if you enjoy, like and share only if you enjoy. Subscribe for more One Piece content. I'm the LegendMac, and I'm gone.